Hey guys, Yoda Code 43 here with another car review for you today. Got another retro car to do for you. This is a 1984 Mazda RX-7 gsl-se? GSL. Just GSL. Painted bright yellow. I love it. That's right. Do a little walk around to the car first, and we'll talk about styling, features, and what stuff's done to this one. And you hear a train in the background. Well, there's not actually a train, but the crossing bars are down and there's no train, so it must be broken. Stuff happens. That's downtown Detroit for you, right? Or backwoods Detroit. Yeah, right. So the Mazda RX-7 was Mazda's sports car entry starting in the late 70s through the 80s and 90s, at least here in the US. And then in Japan, they continued it until, I believe, 2002. Ended here in 95 or 96, I think. I think 95.
93 was the last year.
Really? 93?
94 in the U.S., I believe.
Okay. I'm thinking they didn't want to try and meet OBD2 emissions, and that's why they stopped it more than anything.
Yeah, something like that. I got to do more research on that.
Maybe Canada got an extra year out of it or something like that, right? So yeah, it was their sports car entry in the 70s and 80s. This body style went through 85.
83 to 85 was the FB body style.
Okay.
78 to 79 was the SA
The
body
SA, yep.
Or no, 81 to 85 was the FB style.
Oh,
78 to 79 was the SA.
Okay. To be fair, all I was trying to classify was a first generation, would have been 78 to 85
Yes.
with changes along the way.
Interior, little stuff.
Right. Taillights. That was another change.
Taillights, front bumper, back bumper.
Right. So, this was not Mazda's first attempt with a rotary engine, but it was the first attempt with a rotary engine here in the U.S. as a production car. Because before that, well, in Japan at least, they had the Cosmo, which used it, I believe, from 66 or 67 was the first year over there that they used the rotary. So it's a two-rotor. This car actually has a 1.3 liter or 13B engine swapped into it, but normally would have come with a 1.2 or 12A engine. This car was probably born fuel injected, right?
No,
this one?
Was carbureted 12A before.
Okay. So were only the SEs injected?
So the special edition, they come with 13B fuel injection.
Okay. Got it. So this was born a carbureted car with a 12A with 90-ish horsepower, something like that, right. I think is what I learned in the past. Yeah. I have no idea what the torque number is, if I'm honest. Low. Absolutely. They're lightweight. They stick like glue no matter what tires you have on them. They're a lot of fun for autocross, and they're really well balanced. So this one has a really handsome ducktail spoiler on it. I'm a big fan of it. It's not originally a yellow car. It was originally a brown car, and it has a brown interior in it. Sporty style seats and Schroth harnesses, 4-point harnesses in it for added safety. Has the original stereo in it, which is super cool. The interior is in really, really nice shape. It also has this pop-up / removable roof panel, right? You can take it completely out.
Yes, I can.
Yep. It is a hatchback. Competition for this in the 80s would have been Mitsubishi Starion,
Porsche
944, 924s they had as well, was kind of in this size. Not really a Mustang or Camaro competitor in the 80s. It was too small.
Yeah.
Not enough power for that.
Yeah.
I'll put some other competition and an overlay on here. So, other mods besides the spoiler are these Panasport racing wheels, which I think absolutely make the car, especially in this color. It's got just the right stance to it. The tires have a little tiny bit of bulge on them, as opposed to being, you know, a bit stretched, but they're perfect for it. All right, let's check out under the hood, if you don't mind, sir. So this one's especially unique. It has a 13B in it, but it is Holley 650 carbureted and has a Camden supercharger on it. I was reading up about these a little bit before I came down here to check this car out, and I'm pretty sure they called them by their size or their body length. And this one looks to be, I believe, a 7-inch supercharger. No idea what the boost really is. Obviously, you can change the pulley on it to change the boost. But based on what I felt on a ride in the car, I mean, the butt dyno says somewhere around 200 horsepower.
Yeah, something around there.
It's pretty quick, and the supercharger is such a great addition to the rotary because it gives it actual torque. Usable torque. Ah, man. Really simple engine bay. I mean, not much to note. Oil filter right on top. Genius, except for when it spills everywhere.
Yes, when you change it.
Right. Alternator is about the easiest in the world to change. That's fantastic. Not many cars are like that. 2 coil packs over on the side there. I don't know a lot about rotaries. I've been learning about them slowly over the past few years. Oh, okay, so this is the fuel pressure regulator going on here. Right, okay. So I hadn't really ever looked at a carbureted one of these before, let alone carbureted and supercharged. It's so cool to me. Definitely. Other than that, I mean, not a whole lot to cover. I'm trying to think. I saw that it has a cruise control button, which I'm sure is long since not working.
Yes, that does not work. It has disc brakes all the way around.
Okay, normally would have had like drums in the rear, probably.
Drums in the rear.
Okay.
Wow. Take a look at this, is what's rolling up.
Ooh, sweet.
Is that a suicide Lincoln?
You get a bonus in here. No, it looks like an Oldsmobile.
Is it?
Yeah, I'd say so.
Wow. You gotta get that.
Definitely.
Wow, that's really pretty.
Old's a 98. Judging by the style, I'd say around 63, 64. But don't quote me on that. I'll have to look it up. Super cool. Maybe a little bit of slip in the supercharger belt, but it doesn't matter. I think super, super cool sounding. I think we're safe here. So honestly, I didn't get as much film as I wanted of this car, but it was a lot of fun to check out, even if just for a short time. I want to leave a shout out to Gene, who let me check out his car, take a ride in it, get the video, and hopefully come springtime I'll get to check it out in a little bit more detail, maybe get behind the wheel myself and take it for a spin, get some better quality video, and get more details. So otherwise, that's going to end this review. I'll see you guys next time.